Hello there, I am John Morris of Prime Property Auctions, and welcome to our mini-series, Gaffs Under the Gavel. This is where we go out and meet the buyers of our properties, find out why they purchased from auction, how they found it buying at auction, would they buy again, and what the numbers are. We're going to dive into that, how they financed it, are they going to rent it, are they going to flip it, what they're going to do. Today, we are stood in the east end of Glasgow, outside a beautiful blonde sandstone property. So it's a 2-bedroom top floor flat. We're going to find out how much it was purchased for, how it was financed, and if it's going to be put on the rental market or if it's going to be flipped. But with this one, we would usually see the before and then we'd come back for the after. But Sally got the keys last Wednesday, today's Tuesday. She's already done it up, it's on the rental market. So we better be quick because there might be tenants in there before we even go in. So let's go have a look.
Dennistoun is one of Glasgow's most vibrant and up-and-coming neighbourhoods, offering a unique blend of rich history, trendy culture, and a tight-knit community atmosphere. Just a stone's throw away from the city centre, it boasts a mix of traditional tenements and modern developments with independent cafes, boutique shops and artisan eateries lining its streets. With its growing popularity among young professionals and creatives, Dennistoun is quickly becoming one of the city's most desirable places to live.
So we are stood with Sally Baird, property investor. So Sally, want to tell me what you've done?
Yes, sure. So I have painted a bedroom. When we bought it, so I came in, there was a bunch of stuff that had been left over, so I organised for that stuff to be removed. I got a painter in to paint one bedroom. I got it cleaned. I used the furniture that had been left over. I have already organised the valuation, which I'm sure we'll talk about shortly. I've already had viewings.
So because I think you messaged me at Christmas time,
Yep.
so when everybody was taking time off, enjoying Christmas,
Yep.
you texted me saying, I've seen a property you've listed, what can we get it for?
Yep.
Is there a deal to be done?
Yes.
So I think you bought it on, what, the 3rd?
The advantage that I had on this particular property is that I knew the building because I own the flat on the bottom floor.
Oh, amazing.
So I already knew the building. I didn't know this flat. It's actually got a slightly different layout, but I did know the flat and I did know how the rental was going to work. Once I see a property that I like, generally I contact you and ask what it's going to go for or what you think it might go for. I also have an idea in my head as to what I want to pay for it. But one of the first things I do after I've checked the home report and checked the photos, I'm actually not normally fussed about actually seeing the property. Always do a drive-by. I also always do a property inquiries search. So I get my solicitor to do that for me before I submit any formal offer into you guys.
So let's talk about the numbers. So the home report when you bought it was 160?
160.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you agreed to buy it for?
130 plus the auction fee.
Yeah.
So we bought this using our cash with the idea that we were going to do a day one refinance on this, which is something.
But they're impossible, you can't do them.
No, you can do them if you have an amazing broker.
Yeah.
We had already preempted what we were going to do with the financing. So actually I didn't expect it to be in such good condition inside when I got it. So I was really, really pleased when we got it that we didn't have to do much to it. I had already pre-organised my trades that were going to come in to get this rental ready, but I actually had to stop a bunch of them because I thought it might need some new flooring and I thought it might need more decor than it needed. Anyway, as that didn't happen, I had already preempted that. So when I organised the people to come in, I had already organised my valuation to happen on Friday with the idea that we were just going to work our socks off to get it ready for the Friday. As it turns out, it was ready on the Thursday afternoon. And so when the valuer came on the Friday, everything was, as you see it now, good to go.
And it's amazing because obviously people think auction, oh no, it's going to
be a riot.
It's going to be a riot, it's the dilapidated units, I'm going to need to rip everything out. But as you can see, it's...
Yeah, I haven't had to do anything here.
working
And the kitchen's actually a really well put together kitchen, as is the bathroom. I mean, it's not been cheaply done, it's been done to a good standard.
So you're in it for 140?
Yep, roughly.
So what do you think the reval is going to come back for the bank?
So I pretty much know that the revalue is going to come back at 175.
Okay.
Bearing in mind that I do know the area and I know the building and I know what my downstairs one had valued at.
Okay.
So 175 is what my reval is going to come in at. So it's going to be not quite an all money out, but almost an all money out.
And rental figure wise, what have you've got it on the market already?
Got it on the market.
When we came in, you said I've already done viewings.
Yep. 1150.
So 1150 a month.
Yep.
Are you going to go down? Is it students or is it professionals? Who are you?
I think it will probably be students that come in here, or PhD students or mature students, something like that, or you might get young professionals.
Excellent. So we will have a wee look around at this auction property.
I think actually the bathroom is like one of my favourite bathrooms that we've had because it's been really nicely done. It's really well finished. It's got like little inserts in the shower room, stuff like that.
So this is the bedroom, the only
the
room that
this
you've
is the only
actually had
room.
to do any work on
Yeah,
is...
this is the room that we got painted. That's it.
Room sizes are really good.
They're really good, which is why it will be sharers that come in here.
Yeah, because I suppose if somebody's...
They're kinda
can
equal,
have their own
yeah.
little station and stuff.
And decent windows and decent boiler. We've got the heating on in here, it's really warm.
Yeah.
Actually, in time, this is the sort of thing that I could put an ensuite in.
Yeah.
I won't just now, but you could do.
It's the kitchen for me.
Yeah, the kitchen's good.
Can't believe how good the kitchen is.
And somebody's really thought about the in-shot there to put the fridge in the other unit there.
Yeah.
In fact, there was one fault. The washing machine socket didn't work.
Oh,
I know, so we've had to change
I'm waiting
the
on a
washing machine
complaint.
socket. Yep. But other than that, it's been all good.
Fantastic. I mean, ultimately, where you are as well, you know the area. It's Dennistoun's flying at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah. It's really good. Good for solid rentals and also capital appreciation over time.
Definitely. Especially because the rental figures you're getting for, like, say, a two-bedroom, it's kind of the same as you're going to get for something in Shawlands or the West
even
End.
the West End. Yeah, but your purchase price is so much lower.
Yeah, definitely. Excellent. So you got the keys last Wednesday. You've already done viewings. How many people have you had through the doors?
We've had 3 this morning. I've got viewings tomorrow. I've had 3 in today. So I wait for their applications to come in and check that they're going to be a good tenant for us. And then the idea would be that we would have those tenants in ideally by the weekend.
You're planning refinancing it. When do you reckon obviously the valuation was done last week.
Yep.
When will that money, will actually hit?
I will get funds before the 28th of February.
Okay, why have you already agreed to buy something else?
So before the 28th of February.
Perfect. It's amazing how, because obviously people say, oh, you can't refinance that quickly. But so as soon as you had agreed to buy it from auction, paid the deposit, had you effectively submitted the mortgage application to start the ball?
Not quite then, but yes, pretty much. A couple of weeks before we bought it, we submitted the mortgage application. We'd already done, obviously I do quite a few of these, so I know the form. And we already had the valuation lined up so that we were going to be able to get those funds over the line, hopefully within just a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so making sure you've got a good broker who's on it. I suppose that's the joy of buying from auction as well, because it's like, well, I've agreed to buy it on this date.
Yep, it's going to happen.
There you go.
So we know it's going to happen.
Excellent. So would you buy from auction again?
I would, and I do.
Well, you do, yeah. Well, I need to try to sell you something else now, Sally. That's the most important thing. So that will conclude Gaffs Under the Gavel for today. Just shows you that not every property that's bought at auction needs everything done to it. Sally's just painted one room, she's got it in the rental market, and she's already going to pull pretty much all her money out when the refinance hits. So if you're looking to buy properties, make sure you check out Prime Property Auctions and get hammered.